everybody. This is Transfermarkt TV International from our headquarters in Hamburg, Germany. It's another week without football on the field due to the coronavirus pandemic, but it's another week with news and interesting rumors in international football. So once again, we will start our show with our rumor mill. And the first topic, German team international striker Timo Werner is having a superb season with 27 goals in 36 competitive games until the corona break. Many European giants like Liverpool and Bayern Munich are interested in signing the 24-year-old, but according to Italian outlet Gazzetta dello Sport, now also Inter Milano have identified Werner as their main target. The Italians are in search for a possible replacement for Argentine striker Lautaro Martinez, who is strongly linked to Barcelona move this summer. The pacey German Werner is believed to have a 60 million euro release clause in his contract, making him a relatively modest replacement for Martinez. Gazzetta also claimed that Inter would consider a move for Manchester United's Antonio Martial. Another option for Inter, according to British paper Daily Mail, is Moise Kean, the 20-year-old Italy international who only played Premier League action with Everton since last August, coming in from Juventus. He has emerged as an option to join Romelu Lukaku up front for the Nerazzurri's attack. Kean just has scored 1 goal in 26 appearances for the Toffees as he struggled to live up to his 27.5 million euro transfer fee. The other way around, from Italy to England, it might be for Inter Milano's Marcelo Brozovic. The Croatian defensive midfielder, as English newspaper The Mirror reports, is a main summer transfer target for most probable Premier League champions to be Liverpool. The 51-time international was a vital part in Croatia's runner-up performance at the 2018 World Cup. A release clause in Brozovic's contract with Inter until 2022 supposedly stands at 60 million euros, with the Reds are said to have made contact with Brozovic's agents to gather information about the move. Inter wants him to stay long-term. 60 million euros also is a possible transfer fee that Barcelona might call for Ousmane Dembele if he was leaving this summer for interested Manchester United or Arsenal. Spanish paper Mundo Deportivo reports that United are frontrunners in a deal for Dembele, as his French national teammate Red Devils striker Antonio Martial has quite often talked with the 22-year-old injury-prone Dembele about the city of Manchester and his team. Dembele came into Barcelona in 2017 from Borussia Dortmund on a 125 million euro transfer fee that might even rise to 145 million euros in bonuses until his contract expires in 2024. Arsenal remains in search for a replacement for departure-thinking captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The Mirror reports that the Gunners might have found him in Valencia striker Rodrigo Moreno. The Brazilian-born Spanish international frontman has 5 goals and 11 assists in 28 competitive games for the Bats. His market value stands at 40 million euros. The 29-year-old is one name on Gunners manager's Mikel Arteta's list for improving his team's firepower. Rodrigo might be a good choice, as he won 22 caps for Spain since his debut in 2014 and having scored 8 goals so far. Barcelona has a big history in signing big names from Ajax Amsterdam. Johan Cruyff, Frank Rijkaard and most recently Frankie de Jong made the move from the Netherlands to Spain. Now a new transfer target could be this man. Argentine international left-back Nicolas Tagliafico might be the next in line if we believe sources from Mundo Deportivo. The 27-year-old is a regular for both Erik ten Hag's and his national team and stands at a market value of 28 million euros. Barcelona might get the call, so he could be the next Cruyff, Rijkaard and Frankie de Jong successor. Meanwhile, another possible Barca target from Ajax Amsterdam, André Onana, now has a price tag to his name. Sporting director Marc Overmars, as Spanish paper Sport reports, will not let go his goalkeeper for less than 40 million euros. The 24-year-old Cameroonian number 1 is contract bound to the Eredivisie side until 2022 with a market value of 36 million euros. With Marc-André ter Stegen's contract extension stalling, Onana might return to his former youth club Barcelona. A stronger interest in signing Onana, though, is reported from Chelsea, where Frank Lampard downgraded former highly praised Kepa, and also PSG is thinking about a backup for aging number 1 Michaela Navas. So let's see a possible chain reaction in summer with a Onana move away from Ajax. If it is Barcelona or PSG for the Cameroonian, then Ajax has to sign a new goalkeeper. Speculation sees Sporting Lisbon's Luis Maximiano. The 21-year-old Portuguese has played in all youth-level national teams for his country so far and is considered one of the biggest talents between the posts. His contract with Sporting runs until 2023. His market value stands at a still moderate 2.7 million euros. No rumor mill without one of the biggest spenders in the world, Paris Saint-Germain. According to portal Web24 News, the French champion are planning to join the race with Real Madrid for Erling Haaland in summer 21. The 19-year-old Norwegian striker sensation just last winter signed a contract with German side Borussia Dortmund running into 2024. He has continued to impress with numbers at BVB, scoring 9 Bundesliga goals in 8 games and 2 Champions League goals against PSG in their 2 round of last 16 Champions League clashes. Obviously impressive enough to let the French champion consider him as a backup or exchange for their Argentine striker Mauro Icardi, who still is on the radar of a couple of European top teams. 2 other PSG Bundesliga targets are reported from German portal Fußballcheck.com. 2 RB Leipzig players are said to be on the wish list for sporting director Leonardo as replacements for aging Brazilian captain Thiago Silva. The 2 French talents, Dayot Upamecano and Nordi Mukiele. The latter is 22 years old and can also play as a right back, where he has been quite a regular for RB in both Bundesliga and all 8 Champions League matches. Leipzig bought Mukiele 2018 for 16 million euros from Montpellier. His contract runs into 2023. That is 2 years longer than Dayot Upamecano's contract with the Bundesliga side is running. The 21-year-old, though, might be a tougher target for PSG, as the very talented centre-back also is linked to big names like Liverpool, Man City, Real Madrid and most constantly to Bayern Munich. The former under-17 European champion supposedly has a buyout clause in his contract standing at 55 million euros. None of the players mentioned in our rumor mill made it into the first part of our category Stats of the Day. We count down the top 5 players from Europe's top 5 leagues who committed the most fouls so far this season. At position number 5, we have Raúl García from Atletico Bilbao, the 33-year-old, probably feeling his age a little by coming too late in too many tacklings. 58 times he committed fouls so far this season. At 4, also from La Liga, Getafe's 24-year-old Uruguayan central midfielder Mauro Arambari. He fouled 60 times. 44 million euros higher and with a top market value stands out number 3 in this category, Brazilian Real Madrid defensive midfielder Casemiro. He committed 64 fouls. Jaime Mata, a second player from the top 5 from Getafe. He fouled 67 times. He is a striker as well as our number 1 in Europe's top 5 leagues, Andy Delors of Ligue 1 side ASC Montpellier. The 28-year-old striker accompanied his top 5 leagues top 69 fouls with impressive 9 goals in 28 games for the number 8 in the French top tier. Our top player, Andy Delors, might not really want his name linked to this top 5 category on a permanent basis. Our second stats of the day is a little more positive as we now count down the top 5 players from European top 5 leagues who have the highest accuracy in finding their teammates with crosses. At position 5, the only Serie A player in this category, Daniele Baselli, the 28-year-old Torino central midfielder, found his mark 43.3% of his tries. Our most valuable player in this top 5 at 80 million euros is the Premier League number 1 in this category, Chelsea's French World Cup winner N'Golo Kante. The German Bundesliga has 5 players in the top 20. The most accurate ranks at number 3 in this list, Dominik Drexler from Cologne, the 29-year-old central midfielder. The Ligue 1 and particularly Strasbourg have the best hitman regarding crosses. Abdallah Ndour, the 26-year-old left back, stands at position number 2. And our number 1, Anthony Cassi, the 22-year-old also from Strasbourg, is the only player in Europe's top 5 leagues that finds his teammates at a rate higher than 50%, standing at 52.4%. That is enough to lead this category. Our second stats of the day, the top 5 players with the highest accuracy in crosses in Europe's elite leagues. Our last section of the day, our news ticker, and we have some stories that take a look ahead after the time of the coronavirus pandemic. At first, the UEFA is considering a conclusion of the Champions and Europa League competitions in August once domestic leagues are completed, according to the PA news agency. This possible move due to the coronavirus pandemic will be discussed by the governing body around UEFA President Alexander Seferin in their meeting next Thursday. If domestic leagues are running somewhere in between May or June, then UEFA could decide to play Champions and Europa League alongside the league's action as they do in normal circumstances. But if it is not until July or August that European leagues are underway, then UEFA would be more likely to play the remainder of the 2 competitions in a condensed time frame, with the finals in Istanbul and Gdansk being played in the end of August. As Rome players and coaching staff have done something outstanding and unprecedented in professional football, the whole team has decided to dispense their complete wages for the duration of 4 months, starting backdated in March. Additionally, the players around manager Paulo Fonseca will distribute the difference in the wages of all other employees of Roma club that was cut due to the coronavirus. If the season in heavily coronavirus-affected Italy will start again, players and coaches will receive a performance-related salary. Tottenham's Heung-min Son found a reasonable use for his time away from the pitch. The 27-year-old left winger will now stay in his native country, South Korea, until the 4th of May to do his mandatory military service. His term with the Marines was shortened to 3 weeks after he decided to participate in the Asian Games for South Korea in 2018, and by winning with his team, he shortened the usual mandatory sentence of 21 to 24 months, now down to these moderate 21 days. And Bayern Munich is busy in extending contracts after manager Hansi Flick on the left reached an agreement with sporting director Hasan Salihamidzic here on the right, and World Cup winner Thomas Müller also reached a new agreement. Now it's highly talented Canadian left-back Alphonso Davies who will stay longer with the German champions. The talented 19-year-old signed a new paper for another 2 years, dating until June 2025. And one more little thing. Let's talk about something that we have new on our website, a little new feature that you might enjoy. What's my value? That is something you will find if you click onto transfermarkt.com, and then you can play like we will do right now. You have to consider what player is higher in market value, like here, Aaron Ramsey and Boubacar Kamara. I'd say Boubacar Kamara is on a higher value than Aaron Ramsey, the new Juventus player. And I'm wrong. See what happens. So this could be funny for you to play for a little time. Joshua Kimmich and Mason Mount. I'd say Joshua Kimmich is way higher than Mason Mount. Am I right? Yes, this time I'm correct. So if you know your players and their market values, you're very welcome to enjoy this game. I do one last one here. Wilfried Zaha, he is probably a little higher ranked, the guy who's always linked with many teams in the Premier League. Yes, so I was right 2 times. Let's see how do you do in this new category. What's my value? Have fun playing it. This is the conclusion of this week's edition of Transfermarkt TV International from our headquarters in Germany. We hope that you remain strong and stay healthy until our next episode, and please stay at home. And if you have to go out, please do follow all the recommendations of your local government to minimize contact so that everybody can help to fight the coronavirus pandemic. That's it from us. Thanks for joining. Have a good one.